Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024. We're back with another episode in the London Green save. And this, like I said, guys, this season has been going a lot slower. I'm working things out. I'm working it out a lot slower. And that is the idea behind this season. Season 10. Is this going to be the one we finally make another move up the pyramid? You'll have to wait and see. First up today, let's talk about the schedule. We've got a game against FC Helmstead. You can see that is the game that we are literally about to load into. They've still got a game in hand on us, but even if they were to win it, for example, if they beat us today, then we'd still have a game in hand, of course, but they would only equalise us. So the ideal situation, of course, is that we win and just extend the gap. But we have to be ready for anything they can throw at us. We're going to check the data. Sorry, you're going to check the schedule first. We've also got a game against Acton. They're down in 10th. This is the season so far, ignoring all those friendlies, loads of friendlies that I played to try and kind of figure out the squad. We started with a 2-1 against the Samurai. Very lucky to win it at the end with Olafsson, but from 1-0 down, we won that game. Then a draw with Camden. Again, 1-0 down. We came back. We drew that game. Then Long Lane. Once again, 1-0 down. Scratch that. 2-0 down. And then we hit them 1-2-3. Cameron Thompson getting 2. And then a 1-0 against Bermondsey with Cameron Thompson again getting the goal. And then lovely 4-1 against Meridian VP. To be honest, we had that game. We had that game a bit under control. I'm not gonna lie. That was a game that we definitely did control from the beginning to the end. We got a penalty in there. We scored goals. They got one back. We actually had one disallowed as well, I think. And then a game against Tower Hamlets in which we probably should have had another win. It should have been 4 on the bounce. But they bounced back. They got 2 goals in the last smidgens of the game. Managed to steal a draw. Let's see what we can do against Elmstead. So what we're going to look at is the overview. So they play a Gegenpress, which is actually the same as what the previous teams have been playing. But he's injured. I forgot about that. Who is going to start in his place? Oh, do I give Royal another opportunity? Yeah, I think I do. I give Royal another opportunity. Royal has not the best stats, but his physicals are next level. So if we can just unlock him and get him through into space, for example, I think we're going to do quite well. Now, we're not going to change those things just yet. We're going to keep this as our baseline. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the tactical meeting. We're going to go into the team selection. And this is where we're going to edit things. So we're going to shoot on sight and we're going to pass into space. Because they're going to press us high, we want to try and get the ball through them at a good speed. If we lose the ball, we lose the ball. That's okay. That's not a big deal. We're going to keep it on standard for now. Oh, sorry, that's plan C. I'm going to start. I start on plan A. That's very interesting. Got that standard line. In fact, that is actually what we're going to do. Is we're going to work on. There we go. That's what we're going to do. And I'm also. Oh, do I tell them dribble more? Maybe. I might add that. I'm not quite sure. But we're going to start on this tactic here, the positive tactic. And people are, yeah, well, people are missing sharpness. That's fine. Everyone seems happy with the shape. And oh, look at that. Very happy, some players. Is that we've got a pretty dang good team kind of coming together at the level that we're at, you know. And a lot of these players, of course, are players that we brought into the club this season. But there are still some that we've had last season, some that have joined us and then left and then come back. And there's quite a few that are actually still in this squad that have been with us for a little while. So I'm quite happy. Well, not happy with the injuries there, but I'm quite happy with the way this squad is coming together this season. It feels a little bit more cohesive. Which is definitely something that we need to try and keep that feeling as much as we can, as much as we possibly can. Okay, teams are warming up. Let's get into this game, and well, try and get another win on the board. Here we go. Okay, yep. Lovett is our captain today. Good team. Look, no negatives. Wow, look at that. No negatives. We almost always get negatives. Let's get some revenge. Look at that. Look, they seem motivated, seemed a bit happier Let's get going. Into the game we go. I've actually turned off the whole match intro thing. I've turned that off, and we're just working on getting straight into the game. Now, in fact, I've got this on only commentary. That's not the best, because the last game I played was an under-18s game. So we want to see a little bit more. Oh, look at that. That's a great ball in. Emberton will get there, but whip it just straight to the keeper. We're on the comp highlights for now. We might go to the extended highlights later if need be. Let's see if we can win that one. Lovett does with a volley. Boots it upfield. Styles gets on the end of it. Lilo will bring it forward for Elmstead. And they will try and build their attack. Ramsley, is that Ramsley? Out on the left-hand side. Boardley finds a pass back to him. Are they going to cross it? Not quite. The pass is inside. Gordon takes a long shot. It's well over the bar. Not really anything to worry about there. Okay, after 10 minutes or so, it looks like Elmstead's press is getting them a lot of possession, which we did kind of expect. That's all right. However, in the last couple of games, we've been using this Plan C attack. What I will do is, if we genuinely don't get any shots off, here's the highlight, perhaps we will get a shot off. If we are struggling to get any shots off at all, then what I will do is I will go onto that attack mode, attack tactic, and see if playing with a little bit more venom does do a little bit of something for us. Naby goes over the top. Royal is there. Royal's pace will absolutely get him there first. He whips it towards Harris, who unfortunately can't get to it, but Howard does. He plays it to Naby, out wide to Embleton. Shoots it just over. That's a really tight angle, and he almost puts it in. But there we go. That is the shot that I was talking about. And in defense, we look very solid right now. It's not really looking too troublesome. They've only had 2 shots. I think they were both long shots. Embleton into Howard. Howard lets it go. Harris is there. Royal, there wasn't great timing on that, but he goes past his man. Fizzes it across. Harris has a tap in. And that's a really, really good goal. Really, really good breakaway. It says it's a counter-attack, and that's exactly why we are playing on the positive mindset, because we still want to try and... Well, actually, it might be worth going back to balanced a little bit, but the reason we are playing on the shoot on sight, direct with a high tempo, with the pass into space, it's actually quite simple in the way of the last couple of games have also been against teams that have this gegenpress on. If we can pass through the press, there will be opportunities for us. If we lose the ball, our defense then has to be strong enough to keep them out when they do have those numbers up there. We're being kind of cautious of their press, but we're not giving them, all of the credit. We're not saying everything we do is a reaction to what you do. If we do manage to break them down naturally, that's also great. We're not going to worry about them the whole time. That XG of that goal must have been so high. Naby whips it in. Embleton will jump. Can't quite get there. Royal will bring it back. He's on the left-hand side. I wouldn't mind him just doing that and whipping it in and earning us a corner, because McGrath has nodded it back. We'll take the corner. Embleton will whip that one in. Carlisle's at the back post, as he always is, and that's kind of the new tactic we've been working on with corners, is whipping it to the back post. Naby goes over to Embleton, shoots it. Oh! Good save from the Elmstead keeper. I wonder if Embleton could have put that back across, maybe like with a header instead of the volley, but you never know. Naby towards the back post. Harris is there. It will go out for another corner. Peckham are beating Tower Hamlets 1-0. We are, of course, beating Elmstead 1-0 and looking good to keep our position. Carlisle was at the back post, can't get there. Oben gets there. There's jumps all over the place. It looks like a free kick will be given, and it was a free kick. Our possession has actually grown a little bit, but the really key important stat there is the fact that we've had a chance or two, and we've put the ball in the back of the net. Flint does well, jumps and gets that one away. Flint's actually a really good signing for us, I believe. I think he's going to be very useful. Acton are beating Lewisham. Acton, of course, being the team that we're about to face next. Great claim from Johansson there. Very, very good. Lilo's got a yellow card. That's the Elmstead captain getting himself a yellow card. Obeng from distance. No, he crosses it instead. A jump from Wilkin. Over it goes. We're not going to worry too much about that. Now, we've also got a high press on. Don't forget, if I just quickly check the instructions, we do have a high press on. So we are engaging the opposition quite high up the pitch. Potentially forcing them into long passes like that we might be able to pick off. Flint did pick that one off, but he in turn sent it up the pitch quickly. I don't know if that's kind of part of the directive. A lovely tackle, but unfortunately they still get the ball, and Wilkin will probably shoot that, and it will go in. And that one feels a bit unfortunate. That one does, because Mwanda's made the tackle in the midfield, exactly what he's meant to be doing. The ball has gone straight back to them. Then again, when we counter-attacked, Howard, I think, was tackled, but the ball went straight to Harris, and it's the exact same thing. Where we've kept the attack going, and we put it in the back of the net. They've done the same thing. So it's 1-1. Howard moves forward, plays a pass to Royal, who keeps it in and goes back to Carlisle. And I don't mind this all the way back to the keeper. It's not really the worst idea, provided Johansson doesn't play a bad pass. That is the... Oh, Peckham have overtaken us. Peckham have gone into the lead here. They've gone on to top of the table. Naby can't win that one. Ramsley on it, plays it across, but... Oh, okay, that was very close for Embleton. Not close enough. Lilo on the ball. And there's Embleton. Oh, how's that gone out for a corner? Dang it. That's he's tackled him from about 20, 30 yards outside, off the corner line, you know, like parallel. And it's gone out for a corner. Obeng whips it towards the back post. We jump. Carlisle gets his head to it. Cooney will get to the ball, play a pass to McGrath, to Boardley, back to McGrath. McGrath out wide, I imagine. He does. There we go. Boardley into... Oh, that's a good pass. Now Cooney on the ball. He goes out wide as well. Styles is there, but tackled by Maloney. And perhaps there is a counter-attack on. Not this time. Naby decides to just put the ball back. Harris will try and get that, but can't. Royal will reclaim that. And I want this ball. Oh, Harris, you can't be offside from a set piece like that. That's a very annoying one. Okay, let's take a look at the analytics. So, we are actually playing so much higher up than they are. That's so interesting. That's really interesting. So despite the fact that they're trying to play that gegenpress, it's not really doing it for them. Which means, I think we can move to the attack, go into the dressing room. I don't know how we're not winning. I'm going to hit the pause as... you know, I'm not going to hit the pause. I'm going to let the play go. I'm going to tell them to not be so direct and also not pass into space. But I want to keep the tempo high to beat the press if they do bring it back. I'm also going to keep the shoot on sight on for, I don't know, till 50, 60 minutes maybe, 50, 60, maybe. And we will go again from there. That's a great ball across. We've still got it. Naby on the ball in the left. Oh, sorry, on the right hand side. Back to Flint, back to Mwanda, and we'll kind of rebuild here, reset. Flint, Royal. I mean, you could probably beat your man, to be fair, Royal. And there we go. Look at that pace. He's got such good pace. Whip it across. He goes himself. And that is a goal for Royal. Lovely stuff there. Naby pulling the strings. Really, really good. Really good. Royal is actually back to Carlisle into Naby, who then sends it to Royal. A lovely triangle that breaks down the Elmstead defence up this right-hand side. Exactly what Royal should be doing. And he takes that shot because that's what I want them to do. I want them to shoot on sight if they get an opportunity. I did think maybe he would cut it across, but he didn't have to. He didn't have to, and that's absolutely fine. Also, I don't know if there was actually a striker in position for him to cut it to at that point. So, yeah, you've got to send this. Now, oh, there we go. He's a bit late, but Royal might be able to do his man. No, not quite. Good covering. We are back, top of the table, with the score at 2-1. I would absolutely love to get a third. Here, make it 3-1, and then start slowing the game down a touch. Not a lot, but a touch. Gonna have a sip of tea. Well out from McGrath. I love that. Oh, sorry, that was Lovett. McGrath is the Elmstead player. Trying to get on the ball. Okay, are they putting a little bit of pressure on now? Might want to check the match momentum in a second. They go all the way to the back post. Johansson claims it quite easily in the end. I've got to say, Elmstead's, let's give it a pause just for a second. Look at that. Their XG is 0.12. So we have been creating the better chances. I quickly want to see the match momentum right now. Yeah, it's back with Elmstead. Okay, I'm going to bring that mentality back to a positive just for a second and see if that does, because it looks like they are pushing up the pitch quite a bit now. Okay, that's going to be... Oh, Ramsey gets there, but it is nodded well over the bar. Again, the XG is not going to go up that much from a header from that far out. Cooney on the ball. They are... You know what? I'm going to go back to plan B positive here. I am. Because they do look like they're bringing the ball up a little bit. They're trying to put us under pressure. They're trying to play in our half, which if we let them do that, then it almost spells a recipe for disaster. Well out from Maloney. Put it out for a corner and we'll deal with the next one. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind taking that line, that kind of stance here. We'll deal with you again. And we'll deal with you again. And we'll deal with you again. And we just keep saying that. Well out. Again, lovely. And this time, Embleton will actually bring it up the pitch. Manford against Camden is 2-1. Royal is there. Royal's got an acres to run into. And he will run into it. Look at the man go. Look at him go. Shoots again off the bar. Oh, Royal, that is incredible stuff. That is incredible stuff. I want to like see dribble more, cross more, stay wider. No, he's playing very well for us right here. I want to give him touchline shout, praise. I don't know if that will actually do a favor for us, but he's playing really, really well, and I want to give him the praise for it. Royal. He's playing really, really well. Flint's taken out. That's no foul. You're saying no foul for that one, sir? Come on. Hello, goes long. Harris will get there, and he will shoot it, and it's well saved. No, it's offside. Okay. Harris is offside again. It's probably about time to make those changes, and that is what we're going to do. Okay, so I think... Ooh. Whose conditioning looks pretty bad? Mwanda's conditioning looks a little bit bad. So Olafsson will move in, taking on that anchor. Thompson will also come on because I got to bring him on. I think that is all I'm going to do for now. Just the two changes, just in case there's an injury or something goes against us. We want to make sure we've got a spare pair of legs to bring on. Naby will try and get there, but can't quite. Cooney on the ball, goes back to Styles. He might cross it. He does cross it. Wilkin will jump. Carlisle is there. Maloney says no chances. We're putting it out for a corner. And we will defend again. Okay. Obeng whips it in and Johansson comes and claims it very nicely. Very nicely indeed. Oh, Naby. Quite close here. Oh, it's off the bar. Royal. Oh, my word. That must have been a very good opportunity. It must have been. Obeng to the back post. Oh, my God. And then right back at us. The exact same. Since we've made that change, we've dropped it to positive. You can see the match momentum is leveled out. It is leveled out. And the fact that it's leveled out is absolutely fine because we are the team that is winning at the minute. Embleton to Royal, into Howard, straight onto Thompson. Shoots from distance. It will come back out to Royal, who gets it again. Back to Flint. And I like the fact that we've gone back and said, let's have a reload here. A reset and go again. Embleton, beat your man. He is giving it a go. He'll turn back and then find a pass. He finds Howard, who shoots, and it's well saved. That was a really, really good ball in. That was a cracking ball in. I didn't really see that ball coming, which shows that if I'm not able to see it, the players have seen it above me. That's something, because I see so many passes that they refuse to play, basically. Olafsson to Flint. Have a go, lad. He did have a go. It did come to nothing, however. Flint on the ball. Sends it long. Howard won't be able to keep that one, but Flint wins it back. Lovely stuff. 10 minutes to go here. I'm going to tell them to start wasting a bit of time. Also, I'm going to tell them to just calm down on that tempo a little bit. Just a tad, not much at all. Embleton will chase that, but I think Styles is going to get there first. Okay. Obeng into Cooney again. Back to Obeng. Out to Styles. Back to Obeng. I mean, Obeng is the centre of that triangle there. Gordon looks like there might be a couple of passes on. He goes left. Hilkington cuts inside. Finds a pass across. Cooney, there's a number of players out on that right-hand side. Lilo gives it back. They whip it in, and Carlisle gets up and gets it away. But there was opportunities out on that right-hand side, and the Elmstead boss, if I were him, I would be having a go there, because that was definitely an opportunity. Johansson again rushes out, claims the corner, and there is nothing better then your keeper coming out, confidently claiming a corner like that, 2 hands on it, and just, sitting down with the ball and saying, look at that. The defenders don't have to worry because I'm here. Well up. And that will come back to Royal. Send it in. Send it in. There we go. Well, Thompson has actually chased it really nicely. He takes a shot. Howard will bring it down. Out to Naby. Out wide again, please. There we go. Look, he's in. Go on, Embleton. Hit it. Howard. Hit it. Everyone. One of you. Just hit the ball. Oh, eventually they do shoot, but it goes over harmlessly. Oh, Royal wins it back again. I mean, Royals must be... Yeah, look at that. He's on 8.6. He looks like he is having a great game, and he is. Now, Lilo finds a cross. It goes to no one. How have they missed that one? And again, will Johansson get it? He will again. Johansson must be having a good game as well. I mean, he has conceded one. Didn't personally feel like it was his fault for conceding that one. Okay, what do I think the last change should be? It's got to be Maloney because that conditioning is dropping. So I think Brathwaite will come on, slot onto that left-hand side. And if Maloney is fully tired, maybe that was why there was a bit of space appearing for the Elmstead attackers on that right-hand side. That's not a great header from Lovett, but it did get it out of danger, so, not the worst. Audley goes long. Pilkington will try and gather that. He does. He whips it across, but, oh no. Pilkington was offside. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Not long to go at all now. Brathwaite has come on. Johansson on the ball. Kicks it out wide. Embleton will gather that and go. Look at that touch. Brings it down. And just... That was really nice. He didn't actually end up going all the way. I thought he might, but maybe he's a bit tired. Lovett sends it all the way across. Royal is there. Will this be another chance for Royal? He crosses it instead this time. It comes out to Embleton. Got to find a pass back or a cross in. He finds the cross in. And Orton... comes out for Elmstead, claims the ball quite well, but there are definitely still chances out there for us. And look at that, we win the ball again because of Carlisle, an absolute mountain. Royal just goes. Look at that, you can't mess with pace. His pace is too good. Embleton jumps, it won't matter. Styles will get to it, nod it out for a corner, and we will go again. Naby on the ball, whips it towards the back post. Royal jumps, they all jump. Styles heads it back for another corner. And we will shoot again. We'll go again. We'll give it another go. Larkspur Meridian is now 2-2. Meridian might be on for a good point against Larkspur in that game. That would be something, I tell you. Okay, Embleton wasting plenty of time here. You can see that. Whips it towards the back post. Styles jumps and again gets it out. Olafsson brings it back all the way back to Flint. Flint goes long and forward to kind of to no one. And ends up giving it away. That's all right. Styles goes long and we've just got to reset here. And Brathwaite, what a chase back. 87th minute. You bring on your fresh legs and you hope they do something like that. And that is exactly what he's done. Look at that Thompson with his pace. Also saying, you can't mess with pace. I'm just going to beat you. I'm going to go round you. I'm going to put the ball into a dangerous area. And Styles, oh, Embleton will chase it. Bring it back. Just pass it back. Just pass it back. There we go. Naby, I don't mind. Have a go, lad. He does. It's blocked. Olafsson. Out wide, Brathwaite, get the ball in then. Olafsson again. Someone, get the ball in. Do something with it. Come on. It's got to be passes. There we go. There is a pass. We will regather. We will regather. Olafsson, okay. Almost into the 90s now. I think it wouldn't be the worst idea to just go onto the balance mindset here. Try and see this one out. Only 4 or 5 minutes to go. Hassan is in. He whips it towards Wilkin. Carlisle jumps and gets it away. And Royal clears it further up the pitch and into their half. Look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. Play for set piece. Why would my assistant manager be saying play for set pieces now? I mean, I guess if you were looking to waste time, you would take a corner and take a good chunk of time to take the corner. Oh my word, Pilkington's there. Is he going to cross it? What a tackle. What a tackle from Flint. That was an incredible tackle. Really, really good. So much going on. McGrath's there. Carlisle jumps and Howard will chase that. It probably will go off. He'll give that chase, but oh my word, the time is still going. We've got another holler here. Hassan towards Pilkington, lets it bounce, then gathers it, plays it back to Gordon. Oh no, that's a really good pass. That's a great pass. That was a very good pass. Okay, I'm not settling. I am not settling. Oh my word, you can't just give it away straight away. Pilkington goes back. They go long. Evans will not be able to get there. Is that Evans? Oh, my word. Johansson just let it go. I mean, I feel like I know why. Let's go. Will we... Oh, my word. It's a chance for Elmstead. It's up. It's out. Embleton. Is that going to be it? No, they're going to take the corner. Time's almost up, ref. Come on. 2-2. I will take another draw because we're away. A really good pass. Clear that one away. Oh, my word. Johansson. What a claim to get the point away from home. Look, Elmstead will actually, I mean, they are lucky to take a point. They get a goal right at the end. The XG is all in our favour. We were the better side. 100%. Yeah. Okay, I think Royal must have got man of the match in that, but it feels a little bit... Trust the process, guys. You played so well. They really did. They played so well. And we only get a point from it, but the thing about that is that I don't mind it. For example, there is a line of thinking in, you know, group stages of competitions and stuff like that, like in Europe or whatever, is that you win your home games, you draw your away games, you're basically going to get 12 points, and you're going to take enough points off the rest of the group that you're going to go through. You're almost guaranteed to go through because it means you haven't lost any games for a start, which means no one has won every game. You know, so for us personally, the fact that we're still top of the league right here, the fact that we still haven't lost and we were away from home to take a 2-2, I'll take it. We were, of course, winning that game for most of it, but we'll take it. I'll still take it. I will still take it. Okay, Matt Shaw. Matt Shaw is a striker. He's quite young. Strength, wowzer. Balance, pretty good. Pace, not so much. Leadership, determination, a lot of good stats here. First touch as well. Work rate, also quite high. He has got to be a target man. Look at that strength. Look at that first touch. 100%. I think this man is a target man. He's coming in on trial. We're going to see how he looks. Okay. Yeah. Talented manager. Ooh, we're a talented manager, are we? They claim a draw. We were winning, of course, 22nd minute. They equalised in the 39th. And we were then leading again, but didn't score. Didn't score. Again, from that, which is quite something. Royal played very well. It was a very good performance. We are 7 unbeaten, which is still very nice. Royal performance pleases Newton, not surprised. Beckway gets the job done. Larkspur actually came back and got the win. That's something worth talking about. 2 goals for Stephen Beckway. Really nice stuff. His stats are also... I mean, he's got good tackling. He's a DM, scoring twice and rescuing the game. That's something. Okay, take a look at the schedule. It is 2 weeks for the Acton game. So I'm definitely going to drop away and come back as soon as we've got something to show, or potentially, you know, we've got that Acton game. So take a look at the table properly so you guys can see the points all the way down. We are, and Elmstead, the only teams have not lost a game just yet. We are top of the table, still a point above, point to the good, but we do need to try and keep this thing going, keep getting wins rather than draws. I mean, draws are okay, but we need to get some wins to kind of try and extend that gap, because other teams are going to lose games. We really don't want to. Righto. Before we get to the Acton game, I thought we might get there a little bit speedy, but it's actually not been, because we've got some under-18 games that have also had to be played. The last was against Marine under-18s. That was a 2-2, of which, again, very much like the first team game, probably should have won that. The opposition left it quite late to get an equaliser. I also have another under-18 game to play rather soon, but it's quite nice to see that the under-18s and the first team are both going well. They seem to be drawing a lot of games 2-2, which is, it's a funny one. But another little bit of news is in the inbox. We've got Bernardo Lorenzo, not quite sure, a 26-year-old centre-back who's joining the club, not for crazy money, not for crazy numbers, but the reason he is joining is because he has got the exact stats we are after. for a centre-back. So really, really good positioning, good tackling, good concentration, jumping reach. Aggression is a bit high, but 18, theoretically, we can still kind of keep him under control. It's a bit high, but it's okay. And then anticipation, bravery, also quite good. So whether or not he actually is kind of like a starter for us, that's probably not going to be the case. He's more of a bit of a cover. I'm going to hit continue, and we're going to get to the squad screen. There you go. We've signed him. Acton's report has just come in, so we'll check that out before we get to the game. Now, if we do take a look at the squad and we quickly sort by there, you can see there he is, joined the squad. But will he really be overstepping Carlisle and Lovett? Probably not. But having him in there is not the worst thing, because we could get injuries. There are injuries that are going to come. Purcell is also covering left back. So adding him to the squad, I didn't see it as a bad idea at all. He's got decent stats, in the stats that we need. So I think it's worth it. And of course, if we do play him in a couple of games and he shows himself to be, really, really good, then we've made a good signing. Now, this is actually something I do want to quickly talk about. And this is kind of linking back to the couple of previous seasons, where our morale was absolutely tanking. Now, it is really, really high. And the reason for that is that we have more or less a solid squad. First 11, second 11, more or less. Bench, how it works. And everyone kind of knows their place a little bit more. Now, people with the agreed playing time who have star player, they're a little bit different. And if we actually go and look at the selection, does that have, not really. Only 2 players are concerned. Brennan Grigg, who doesn't think he's been playing enough. So maybe we'll give him a chance. And then Embleton. But Embleton actually got an email saying that he was happy. So we're not really worried about him. And Brathwaite has been training so well. I think I'm going to have to give him a start as well coming up. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go in. I'm going to give Brathwaite that start over Maloney. Which I don't tend to do all that often, because Brathwaite really is my cover on the bench for the entire back line. But I think he deserves it, and I'm happy to give him a chance. So I'll play this under-18s game, and then we will get into the acting game. Right, so we did make it in the end, and you can see the under-18s got the job done in the last game. 3-2 win, lovely stuff. At the end, there was a lot of goals at the end of the match. It was 1-1 for a good portion of the match. In fact, it was 1-0 to Chorley for most of it. But we came back, scored 2 goals. I put them on attacking and just said, have at them. They did. We won 3-2, another win for the under-18s, which is really, really good, because that does actually mean they are up into 3rd. Having lost 3 games early doors, they're doing a lot better now. They're doing a lot better now. If I actually show you the under-18s, they played 2 games before we even got started. They lost 1, and then they lost it there, and they lost again, and since then they have not. So it's like they've lost 3 games with a win in there. Since then, since we've adapted to the new tactics that we are currently playing, we're looking really, really good. So the opposition for this next game play Route 1. So what I'm going to try and do, I think, is I'm going to bring Olafsson in. Got Brathwaite in there, Lovett, Carlisle, and Flint. They're saying they want me to play Purcell. I'm going to look at conditions, because I don't think anyone's really low on the conditioning right now. Everyone's looking pretty good. Harris, Royal, and Embleton. I think Royal has definitely earned himself another start. Maloney on the bench is okay, but I think I'll probably swap in Purcell, because he covers just a little bit of an extra one. I don't know if Maloney covers more than... No, just left back. So that's why he's going to be dropped. Rwanda's in there. Howard is in there. And that's really, really probably the team I want to go with. Perhaps does... Oh, I don't know. Maybe I want to give another player an opportunity. Maybe we'll give... I think I want to give Grant opportunity, even though his kind of passing stat really lets him down. I'm going to tell him to maybe just run a little bit more. Like when we get into the game, I mean. A couple of players are, yeah, look, everyone's kind of happy with the formation and the team. A little bit of a rotation isn't the worst thing. Because it means that we get different players and we get to see how they play and if they do well and stuff like that. For example, if we had not brought Royal in that last game, then we wouldn't have had such a good performance, and then he wouldn't be starting in this game. So it's really, really good, in my opinion, to have that rotation going. We're back on the comp highlights. Who's got this early corner? No, it must be Acton. There you go. It must be Acton. They've got Brandon on the ball. Only a minute 17 into this match, and that's well out from Lovett. We might go on to the extended highlights again if this goes well, but obviously the last game we stayed on comp the entire time. We probably will do that again. Yeah, we've gone on to the balanced tactic, but I just want to check where that means our line is. It's actually really low. They play route 1, which means they just yeah. Playing on that lower line is probably not the worst thing. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I feel like I do want to play fire with fire and go back onto our attacking tactic. Johansson, where are you going? Johansson was well out of position there. Meridian 1-0 up. Brinton 1-0 up. Both in the 5 minutes. But this is kind of a see him off kind of tactic for as long as possible. Johansson with a good punch. Royal will bring it. And maybe we'll hit them on a counter here. Harris goes back across. Royal was essentially a little 1-1-2 there. Glover on the ball. He will go backwards again. We'll see where we are at half-time, whether or not it's worth us. Lovett clears it a little bit cheaply. Probably could have just let that go to the keeper. Cook is there, but Lovett gets up. Jones gets it to Cook, and that's... yeah, I've got to say that's probably Lovett making a mistake there. Just let it go to the keeper, because Johansson was coming out to claim that. So 1-0 down. I mean, if they're playing route 1, it means they just got... We don't want to get caught behind. That's the thing. We don't want to get caught out behind. That's why we play the lower line, because they're playing route 1. We don't want to get caught out with a ball over the top. It causes us trouble. However, now... Oh, it's a bad pass from Howard. Not really able to find. And Brathwaite's been booked. That's not great. Go over the top to Brandon. I think he might have been offside. He was offside. We'll take the free kick. Haven't really had a shot because we're just standing off so much. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the... We don't want to get caught out, but we're not generating anything of our own. If we play this way. Let's turn off the pass into space for a second. Brathwaite nods it away. A yellow card already. Meridian are 2-0 up in their game. We're, of course, chasing this game again with that 1-0. Maybe we just can't start out cautious. We've got to start out, aggressive. Go at them. Go and make them, change things. Put them under pressure instead. Good save from Johansson. Puts that one out for another corner. 22 minutes. Oh, very frustrating that we're already 1-0 down. Almost 2 because that is Treadwell knocking it over the bar. But we are going positive and hopefully that should see us kind of grow into this game a bit. Brathwaite goes over the top to no one. Treadwell regathers and they will play again from there. Jones goes back. Doesn't seem like they're playing all too crazy on the route 1 right now. That means that looked like more kind of steady build-up. Jones has got to find a forward pass. He does. Hook is there. Into Brandon, who shoots from distance. It's just over. Rattles the net, but just the wrong side of the bar. Johansson will now clear this one long. Grant jumps, but can't win it. Jones on the ball. Zamel goes back. No, he goes all the way across to Brandon. That's a really good pass. They go over the top. Cook is in. What a save. What a save from Johansson. That really should have been 2-0. Cook really should have put that one away. Cook goes across, and Flint jumps. Gets the ball out, comes out to Parrish, goes to Nguyen. Van Son. Nguyen? I can't remember how to pronounce that name. Royal to Parrish. Oh, okay. Back to Parrish again. They are building slow. Glover there is going to whip this one across. He's got to. Brathwaite does so well to get there. Lovett then knocks it safely to Grant. And we might know there will be no counter. Johansson clears it long again. Grant again can't win the header. Would it be an idea? Would it be an... Oh, you know what? Maybe it'd be an idea to tell the goalie. Let's distribute to the back. I'm going to go a bit wider. Okay. Brathwaite might have injured him. It doesn't look like... No, actually, look at that. He's got the orange plaster on. Good ball. That's a great ball across, but Carlisle jumps and intercepts it, nods it out for a corner. Acton have really been on top of us in this game. It might be a halftime change straight into the attacking mindset, the attacking tactic again. Because when you need a goal, you need a goal. There's not really much point in staying defensive or staying, you know, kind of cautious. We need to score. Otherwise, we are doomed to lose this game, and that would be the first loss in the league. And I don't want to lose this game. I at least want a better second half. Glover knocks it back. That will be Olafsson's to collect. He goes long. Harris might lose it if we're not careful. He ends up just clearing it rather than losing it on the halfway line, which I do understand. I do respect that one. On the ball, out to Treadwell. Larkspur are absolutely putting Tower Hamlets to the sword right now. 3-0 before the halftime break. Look at this from Acton. You know what? They're passing this ball around way too much. Way too much indeed. I want us to get higher up the pitch. I'm going to go on to the attacking mindset and get us higher up the pitch and get this press going even more. Because this is not enough right now. I want more of a press. I want even more. They've gone out for another corner. But so far, just everything is Acton. It's none of us. We have not generated anything. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Okay. Brathwaite clears that one again. Thornton will recollect. Out to Parrish. Back to Breffo, who goes along. Yep, it was quite obvious. Glover is there. We'll look for a pass, and Johansson makes a very good diving stop across the front post there. My word, we have had nothing. We have had absolutely nothing in this first half. We have got to change it up. That's long, but Johansson will collect it quite easily. I think maybe we want to go a little bit wider here. I think we want to give our pacey players a bit of space. That is not going short, is it? Jones on the ball, looks for a pass. He goes backwards. Oh, it's been a tough first half. We have done very little, and that is a pass all the way through. Glover is there, whips it across, but Carlisle gets up and does well. It's actually Glover offside, which is... I mean, how are we only 1-0 down if you look at those stats? It is all Acton. They go long. Brathwaite wins it, but there's no one to claim the header. And oh. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring these wingers back. Saying Naby can play out on the right, I mean, wouldn't be the worst idea. Oh my goodness, Johansson, what a save. Again, there is a reason we are not 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 down, and it is Johansson. Seriously. Ooh. Get the one away, we do. Now get up, get the line up. Look how slow they are to react. There we go. Jones, make him go backwards. Towards the back post. Oh my goodness. Johansson on a 7.1, even though we're losing. Just shows how well he is doing. The fact that it's not like 3-0 at this point is something. Good tackle, Olafsson. Unfortunately, they've still got the ball. Van Son on it again. Goes across to Brannan. Brannan's got to shoot that. He does. It's deflected. And then Johansson gets a hand to it. And we're 2-0 down at half time. We have got this wrong in this first half. We went with a cautious approach with the low back line, but it was just giving us nothing in attack. We've gone with the attacking approach for the second half of this first half, the second portion of this first half. We are still not getting much from it. So I brought the wingers back to try and get them engaged in the play a bit more. Moanda giving away passes like that, not helpful. But we have moved up the pitch a little bit. Flint on the ball. Probably just go back. Or across, that's fine. Moanda forward, Olafsson. Royal is in. Whip it across. Harris is there, he tucks it home, and that is literally the only way we were possibly going to score, because that is how we scored in the last game. How we've scored in this game. We don't need to see the replay because we saw that one quite clearly. Somehow we're in this game at 2-1. It's just a bit crazy. This first half has just not gone our way at all. Actually, it's not crazy, you know, tactically, we've got it a bit wrong, I reckon, sitting back. And obviously, since we changed to this attacking mindset, it's now 1-1. You know, that first goal they scored, making it 1-0 early doors, that was when we were sitting back. Okay, in the dressing room, yeah, we're not going to win if we don't shoot. Let's see a little bit more. In fact, let's give it a pause and just have... Oh, I didn't even look at the data analytics. Oh, my word. Can I check them now? Is there a way for me to check them? We've got the press that we want. We've got the numbers we want. In fact, I'm gonna say... Oh no, I'm gonna say get that press pushed on those, the entire back line. There we go. Because I think we've got to close down their space a little bit more. Going to edit, go to the instructions. I want that press on basically at all times. Run the counter press on the counter as well. Let's turn that pass into space off. I'm not sure that's actually helping us at the minute. Let's go. We're only a goal down. Despite the numbers in that first half, we are only a goal down, which means one goal and you are suddenly playing a different game. Olafsson goes long. No one is really going to be able to get to that one, so it was a bit of an aimless one. But Van Sont on the ball, they go inside. Parrish goes long. A little bit easy for them through the middle there, wasn't it? A little bit easy. Jones goes across. Parrish does get there, but that was better. Cook now through. Oh my word, you've let him go. He's going to pass it back. Good tackle from Carlisle. Lover on the ball, and Royal will step in, but it will just go through to Parrish, who picks it up. Royal should be able to get back on him. He does just exactly that. Brannan inside at some point. There we go. Parrish. Good tackle again. That's twice we've made. Oh, there we go. That's actually the end of the highlight. 2 good tackles in that defensive set. Kept them out very nicely. Now Jones has broken through. Goes back again. Goes across to Brannan, who shoots. And that one was blocked by Carlisle and didn't go in. I do feel like one of those Acton goals definitely was a deflection. It just happened to beat Johansson. So I'm not really, I'm not mad about it or anything like that. I just think we need to go up there and get a little bit more of the ball and do something with it. Royal clears that one long. In fact, he clears it to Grant, which is a great ball. Because Grant should be able to kind of push his number here, push his man a bit. Zamel makes the tackle. Only 47 minutes. It feels like it should be longer. Harris on the ball. He will shoot that free kick and very almost sneaks it into the near post. We've had one shot and it led to a goal. They have had 12 and they're only 2-1 up. Oof. Okay, I'm going to go till 60 minutes with this goalkeeper also on the counter-attack. We're basically playing on the counter-attack right now. On the high press, try and get the ball up the pitch. We're going to tell them to also run because we've got wingers who have very, very pacey stats. I want to see if they can use it a bit more and run at these opposition players. Dribble more, yes. Winger attack. That's what we're on right now. On both sides, I imagine. Yeah, on both sides. Let's see. Here we go. Olafsson whips it across. Carlisle will jump. Can't quite get there. Brathwaite will regather. Hopefully not. But Parrish gets it instead. Royal, go up the wing and just whip this ball across. As you've been doing. Or just go yourself. Lovely. He goes himself because he is quick. Almost gets taken out in the penalty area as well, which would have been very welcome for a penalty. Olafsson whips it in. Lovett jumps. It will come out. Going to chase that one? Yes. Who is that chasing? That's Grant chasing again with the pace. Exactly what we're after. Carlisle forward. Royal goes long. And perhaps if that run was being made beforehand, yes, that would have been a good one to play. I think I'm going to bring Naby in for his passing. Yes. Let's go. 2 changes that will be made real soon. Olafsson on the ball for now. Into Howard. Goes forward. Royal is there. Goes past his man, I presume, because that's what he does best. Knocks it to Harrod. Harrod? No. Harris. Goes out, and that will actually be the last thing Harris does there. Getting us a corner. 2 changes made. Samir Naby and Cameron Thompson. We whip to the back post. Lovett jumps. And Thornton clears. Larkspur 5-0 up, my word. And this second half has been all us so far. All us. We've just got to make sure we don't get hit on a counter here. Go, 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 go. Get back, get back, get back. Glover is going. He is going really, really well. I mean, that's a really good run. Whips it towards Cook. He's got acres. He's got to score it. He does. Hit on the counter. Hit on the counter. Oh, that's what we forced them into. That is what we forced them into because we've been pushing so high up the pitch. That's a really bad pass from Brathwaite. That's just awful. That is not what we're after at all. We've just kicked off and you do that. And you put us under more pressure. And Johansson has to make the save. He will not be thanking Brathwaite for playing that kind of pass. Not at all. In fact, Brathwaite will probably have to be the next change we make. Because Royal not in a... You know what, fine. Royal can move up. So can Grant. We need goals at this point anyway, so we need goals. My word, Larkspur 6-0 up in their game. We are 2 goals back. We're trying to rescue a draw at this point, but Grant will run onto that, whip it across. Not quite. Breathfo makes the tackle, gets us a corner. I think this second half XG is going to be in our favour. Actually, it might not because that goal that Acton scored was actually a bit of a sitter. We jump. It's, oh my word, it's almost gone in. Howard to Moanda is taken out, but does not earn a penalty for it. Flint, we get the ball back. Love it. Into Moanda. Gets tackled because there was absolutely no structure there. No one for him to pass to. In fact, Glover is gone again. My word, this man has some pace that we cannot be dealing with. We've got to step in on him. He whips it towards Brathwaite, who does manage to get it, but Glover comes out. Take a shot. It's well saved. No, it's gone over. But Glover is playing very well for Acton. Larkspur 7-0 up. Oh my goodness. Samuel to Parrish. They whip it across. It comes over to Cook, who nods it down. We've taken on a free kick offside. Okay. Right, this is yeah, okay, Purcell's going to have to come on. Okay, Flint goes over the top to no one. Can we reclaim it? Not quite. This looks like at the minute it's going to be the first loss of the season. Look, I mean, look at that. They're doing exactly what we do to other teams. Just let it hit your Glover. Oh my word, he's through. He's taken a shot. It's blocked and sent wide. Not a lot of time left in this one. Not a lot of time at all. I don't really know what to change here at this point. Let's try and pass through a bit. Try and pass through just a bit. I mean, look at that. It's been all Acton. Flint. To Carlisle. We're not out of it yet. We can get 2 goals in not much time. Surely we can. We've just cleared... I mean, look at that from Carlisle. Just trying to waiting for the pass. We do need to try and break them down if we can. Grant gets in, but gets tackled. Because, like, why would you go the long way there? Why not play to Purcell and then play to Grant? Very frustrating. Towards Cook, who jumps, but Flint gets there. And it's just giving the ball away like that is so cheap. So needless as well. They've got another corner. There's really not a lot of time here. Well up from Lovett. Back to Martin. Back to Van Son, who knocks it over. No, I don't know. I just don't see us getting anything out of this game right here. We've just not played well. Despite a good period in the second half where we had lots of chances and we were looking like we might break them down. Just not happening right now. However, we have thrown numbers forward here. And Naby on the edge of... Oh, I mean, look, I've got the instruction on. I'm going to take it off now, but, you know, I can't blame him for that one. Because if it goes in, obviously I'm screaming and I'm saying, how have we managed that? But 8-1. Our Hamlets have got one back. That's an awful pass from Johansson. I don't know who he is looking for there. Martin. Forward to Bretho. I have to go back. No, he finds a great... I mean, he's offside. He's miles offside. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be time. That's time. It's going to be game. There we go. Oh, that's unfortunate. We take our first loss. The Route 1 style that it said they played. I don't know if they actually ended up playing that. But we didn't have an answer. We did not have an answer. We gave up all possession. Didn't check the analytics at half-time either. Really could have used that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have changed the thing. Maybe it would not have changed the thing. I don't know. We scored because Royal has pace and Harris gets in the good area. You know, that is why we scored in that game. We dropped to third because of that loss. Peckham and Larkspur are above us. It's all very close though. However, if Acton were to get a win, they would go above us as well. Not happy with that. That was grim. Yeah, I don't know. That was not a good performance from the lads. It really was not. And they will know about it. I'm sure they will. That's our first loss of the season. But we're not going to... Oh, my word. 9.9 in an 8-1 as well. That's absolutely bonkers. And yes, I'm happy. I mean, I think Flint is a great addition to the squad. I don't know what they think, but he definitely is. Okay, next up is the Brentham game. Again, it's 2 weeks away. We look at the data hub and check their approach. They play vertical tiki-taka. Okay, so we might have to play a little bit narrow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, that's something we'll think about for the next game. Balanced style, home or away. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Unfortunately, we do take our first loss in the campaign. Acton have done well to beat us there. They've actually lost 2 games against Elmstead and Tower Hamlets. Elmstead have now lost as well. They lost to Peckham, who are at the top, and they're at the top for a reason. However, we are only 2 points behind. We're not going to freak out about it. We're not going to worry about it too much. We're just going to keep moving on. We've got Brentham next in 7th, Lewisham Borough in 11th. 2 games to play in the next episode, as this entire season will be. And then we've got an absolute cracking episode of 1st and 2nd of Peckham and Larkspur that we're going to have to play very well for. So, thank you for watching, guys. I shall catch you next time.